Well, hello. Sorry if the sound's a bit dodgy. I don't have a microphone on because I'll be honest, I've not long woken up. Um, I've just had a phone call saying that I am expecting a delivery up at the allotment in about 5 minutes. So I very quickly pulled on some clothes and I'm going to shoot up there now. So let's go and have a look.
Lot three.
Well, that is much easier than shifting it with a wheelbarrow. Right, it's a bit later. I've got changed. I've got my mic. It's a bit windy and I'm back up the allotment. And so yeah, my exciting delivery was dirt, which I guess to a normal person isn't that exciting, but I'm a gardener and I will assume that as you are following this channel, you are too. And so I reckon 3 tons of mushroom compost would probably bring you a little bit of excitement as well. Yeah, lovely stuff. Fantastic. So 2 of these bags are for me. One of them is for Ellie and Tom next on the plot next door, but they're sitting on my plot for the moment because I have the space. So yeah, happy with that. So what's the plan? Great question. If you are subscribed to this channel, and if you're not, please do. It would mean a lot. You will have seen. God, I wish I brought my windshield. Sorry, I put my hand there. You will have seen that my uploads have been a little bit sporadic lately. I have mentioned I have a very chaotic job, and that is still the case. Also, life just happens, right? I've been poorly, I've been injured, there's been a lot of other things going on. I'm settling into a bit of a new normal at the moment. So the allotment has taken a back seat. But instead of dwelling on that and thinking about all the things I haven't done and all the wasted opportunities of this summer, I am thinking ahead to the autumn garden, which is quite exciting. And actually, I might have mentioned this before, I much prefer autumn gardening to summer. Summer is intense. It is busy, it is relentless, it is usually very, very hot and very, very dry, and you have to plan your gardening around all sorts of other engagements like holidays and meeting people and being sociable and all that really great stuff. But it just means that normally your garden gets sort of left to its own devices, and that is definitely what has happened here. So I am looking ahead to the autumn, and what that means is prepping more ground for more plants, because there will be a crossover of the stuff that I've already put in and the new stuff. I have sown some seeds back at home in the garden, not in the polygonal, it's far too hot and filled with tomatoes, but we have some seeds on the go, so I'm hoping sort of in a few weeks' time they'll be ready to be put out into the allotment. So I've been up here a few times building beds, sorting out where I want things, finally making some decisions which I've been holding off doing since I got this new plot. So should we have like a really quick look around? I'm not going to do a full tour, but just to show you what the crack is, and then we'll start doing some of the hard work. So we will start off at the bottom of the plot. This one hasn't had, well, actually, no, there's been a bit of change, I guess. Not so much since you last came, but I'm really pleased with what's been going on here. I mean, not this bit. This bit needs serious looking at, but I don't know. I'm not in any rush. Let's go and have a look. I'll be honest, the strawberries have perished. I have not been here enough to water it, and we have had an unusually hot, dry spring and summer, so they didn't really stand much of a chance. That's okay, lesson learned. So what I would say is this is a good system for strawberries if you are around. So perhaps better off in a garden or somewhere where you can give them more attention. That's what I have learnt today. Well, this year anyway. So this bed is sort of kind of going over now, but it has been absolutely glorious with these sweet peas. I'll put up a picture of when they're in their prime. If you have a look, we've got a mix of gorgeous colours here. So from the super dark purple to the kind of lilac, we've got this lush kind of coral pink, and then we've got poppies. I think I remember I threw like a whole collection of just random seeds in here, and I've got some poppies, and I am not mad at it because I love poppies. They're gorge. So yeah, I'm just going to let them self-seed, and we'll have some more next year. This is going to be my witchy garden, so poppies very, very welcome. We've got the catmint, which is sort of romping away. I've had a good pick at this. Oh, it smells lush. For sort of cut flowers and stuff that I can mix with the sweet peas, and I've just noticed, oh, look at this. This is actually doing better than the chilies in my polytunnel, which is mad. Oh, there's another one. That one sadly died. Has anyone else had this problem this year? I've had them in the polytunnel that the chilies are just sort of rotting and falling off the stem. So really pleased to see this one looking fabulous there. A couple, maybe a week or so, and that'll be ready to pick. So that's the first bed. This one looking very weedy, but we have got some, I'm pretty sure these are the Brad's Atomic. Yeah, these are the Brad's Atomic. Look at the colours on that, sort of like purple but kind of yellowy in the sun. Very cool. They are rock hard, so not ready yet. I find it really hard to tell when atomic grape tomatoes are ready, but yep. And then we've got Tigerella, I think that one is. So yeah, all good. And then the cosmos coming out. This bed needs a bloody good weed, but that is not going to happen today. Perhaps this weekend. This bed I'm very pleased with because it looks fairly weed free if you don't look too closely. So we've got the cupcake. I think this is the cupcake or the apricot lemonade. Cosmos there, gorge. And 2 lots of cornflowers. I am loving these dark purple ones. And then obviously the more traditional blue. We've got a courgette, I believe, here. I did pick a small one off here the other day. I think this is the Romanesco courgette from memory. And then tomatoes. These were on that obelisk, but the bottom bent, so I need to fix that. But I'm pretty pleased with this bed. It's looking happy. If you have a little rummage around in here, you'll see some tomatoes, and the catmint's still going, more cosmos, and a little ladybird. And then over here, this one's been a bit less successful. I put corn in here, and that looks like a sunflower, which I think has probably perished. So yes, this one needs to be covered over and started again, I think. But again, I am not concentrating on this garden today. We are looking at the new plot. So the top plot is looking a bit different. We came up last week and built some new beds because, like I said, I'm preparing for the autumn and I need more room. So I got some featherboard from a local farm shop. Is it called a farm shop? Agricultural shop anyway. And I've built some beds. So we've got one here, the sweet corn and this is the Three Sisters bed, which is, sorry, the wind. This is the Three Sisters bed, which isn't doing brilliantly, I'll be honest. So once that's gone over or been pulled out, yet to be decided, there'll be another bed like this next to it. The beans over here are doing all right. yeah, I've got lots of cornflowers, which are taking away the aphids. I've got a lot of this. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it's come from. But oh my God, look at all these ladybirds. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, and a little bumblebee there as well. Hey. Oh, I can see another ladybird over there. There's so many this year. Oh, 2 butterflies have just flown past me as well. My gosh. Wow. Right, anyway. So, yeah, we've got the mashed potatoes. Ow, spiky. We've got the mashed potato squash down here, 1 on there. There was another one, but I don't think it was properly pollinated and it fell off the vine, so sad times. We've got borlotti beans as well. Look at these. These are looking lovely. So these, I don't know, they are dwarf plants. I guess I expected them to be a bit bigger than this. I'll tie them up to the pole. But yeah, we're getting borlotti beans in. It's one of those things, you look at the plot and you think, oh my God, what a mess. But when you look closer, you realise that everything's happening just as it's supposed to. It's just not looking neat and tidy. This is a better shot of some borlotti beans. Look at these, like bright, like neon pink. Lush, love them. And like against the cornflowers as well. It's just so pretty. So yeah, that's happened. And then I've got some pallet collars up here. One is filled. Be proud of me, guys. With leeks. So this is my blue soleil's leeks. I do still have some more left at home because I filled this bed up and I hadn't put the others out. So this will be leeks and something else. And then 2 more beds, which I think could be plenty of room to be getting on with, if I'm honest. So yeah. So the plan today is to start getting some hard graft done and filling up these beds. Yes, I have lots of compost, but I don't want it all to sort of kind of like go to waste, I guess. So what I want to do is fill the bottom bit with cardboard and then sort of sticks and like kind of biodegradable waste from the allotment, like empty out some of the half composted bins, stuff like that, chuck them in there, and then chuck the mushroom compost on the top. So there's like a nice grow medium on the top and the bottom will kind of rot down and go, and I can top them up when needed. Is that called hugelkultur, or is that a different thing? Is hugelkultur like the when you grow in mounds? I'm not sure, but that's what we're going to go with. So hard graft montage coming up. I've just gone to get started and I can't find my wheelbarrow anywhere. I just texted Ellie and Tom and they haven't borrowed it. It's not on either of the plots. Some can nick my wheelbarrow.
A few moments later.
I've just gone walking around the entire site looking for a wayward wheelbarrow. It's nowhere to be found. So I can only assume someone's stolen it. So thank you, good people of this village. Really needed that to top off my week. Fantastic. I guess I'm gonna have to do it the long way. Absolute bastards.
1 eternity later.
Right, well I'm afraid you didn't get a hard graft montage because I had to shift everything in that. And although this is a gardening channel and you expect me to get hot, sweaty and messy, nobody needed to see me struggling with a truck. And so anyway, here's the after shot, I guess. So I've just created another leek bed. I bought the leftover blue soleil's leeks, which are these larger ones, and then the smaller musselburgh ones up from home. This bed is filled with about half rabbit bedding, thank you Molly, and then the other half is the mushroom compost. And then in the corners I've tucked in like a spare pumpkin, a very knackered looking sunflower, a dahlia, another knackered looking sunflower. So, and now I'll give this a water and yeah, see what happens, I guess. I'll be kind of honest, this wheelbarrow situation's really pissed me off. You know, you have a hobby, you work hard to pay for things for it, and then just someone comes along and takes liberties. And you know, I know most people aren't like that, but it's the minority that ruin it for the rest of us, isn't it? So I guess I mean, I'll get another wheelbarrow. and find a safer way to store it. Like, it has been hidden in the gooseberry bush, which I thought was enough, but apparently not. So yeah, bit of a shame, but I'm gonna go and have a shower now. Was hoping to finish this on a bit more of a high, but sadly not. I will be back up this weekend doing some more work on the new beds, weather pending, so I will take some footage of that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.